Welcome to Smart Interview Prep channel. In this channel you will learn about basic interview question of different topics. Stay touch with us.
Question number 1. What are the key factors to consider when selecting a boiler for installation? Answer. Key factors include the building's heating demand, fuel type, boiler efficiency, size, and location of installation. The type of system, combi, system, or regular, ventilation requirements, and compliance with local regulations are also critical. Question number 2. How do you ensure proper sizing of a boiler for a residential or commercial building? Answer. Proper sizing is ensured through a heat loss calculation, which takes into account the building's insulation, windows, square footage, and climate zone. Oversized or undersized boilers can lead to inefficiencies and higher operational costs. Question number 3. What are the most common types of boilers used in installations, and how do they differ? Answer. The most common types are combi boilers, system boilers, and conventional, regular, boilers. Combi boilers provide both heating and hot water without a tank. System boilers need a storage tank but no water tank, and conventional boilers require both a storage and water tank. Question number 4. What safety precautions do you follow during boiler installation? Answer. Safety precautions include turning off the gas supply, ensuring proper ventilation, following manufacturer guidelines, using proper PPE, personal protective equipment, and adhering to building and safety codes. Regular inspections of fittings and connections are essential. Question number 5. How do you ensure proper ventilation during a boiler installation? Answer. Proper ventilation is ensured by following manufacturer specifications and local building codes. It's essential to vent exhaust gases outside for gas boilers, using flue pipes. I also check that air intakes are unobstructed and have sufficient clearance from combustible materials. Question number 6. What is the importance of boiler efficiency ratings, and how do they affect installation choices? Answer. Boiler efficiency ratings, such as FUA, annual fuel utilization efficiency, indicate how effectively the boiler converts fuel into heat. Higher efficiency ratings reduce fuel consumption and operating costs, making them a better choice for energy savings and environmental impact. Question number 7. What are the steps involved in commissioning a new boiler installation? Answer. Commissioning involves inspecting the installation, filling the system with water, bleeding the radiators, checking the pressure, testing for gas leaks, adjusting the boiler settings, and ensuring that the boiler operates as per the manufacturer's guidelines. Question number 8. What are the common problems that occur during boiler installation, and how do you address them? Answer. Common problems include incorrect pressure settings, leaks in pipe connections, poor ventilation, and faulty thermostat settings. These issues can be addressed through careful inspection, proper sealing of joints, calibrating the thermostat, and ensuring adequate venting. Question number 9. How do you ensure compliance with local regulations when installing a boiler? Answer. Compliance is ensured by staying updated with local building and safety codes, ensuring all permits are obtained, following manufacturer instructions, and conducting necessary inspections. I also work closely with regulatory bodies to ensure that installations meet emission and safety standards. Question number 10. What would you do if a newly installed boiler fails to operate properly? Answer. First, I would check for any visible errors on the control panel or error codes. Then, I would inspect power connections, water supply, gas connections, and pressure levels. If necessary, I'd consult the manufacturer's manual or contact technical support for guidance. Question number 11. What are the steps to prepare a site for a new boiler installation? Answer. First, assess the existing system and ensure all components are compatible with a new boiler. Clear the installation area, check for proper ventilation, and confirm adequate space for the new unit. Ensure power, water, and fuel supplies are ready and compliant with local codes. Question number 12. How do you handle the removal of an old boiler before installation? Answer. I ensure the system is depressurized, disconnect the fuel supply, and isolate the water and power. I then carefully drain the system and remove the old boiler while adhering to safety protocols. Proper disposal or recycling of the old unit is essential, following environmental regulations. Question number 13. Can you explain how to install a condensing boiler, and what additional components are needed? Answer. Condensing boilers require additional components, such as a condensate drain to handle the acidic condensate and a flue system for proper venting. Installation involves connecting to water, gas, and electrical supplies, and ensuring the system is balanced for maximum efficiency. Question number 14. How do you determine if a system requires a combi system or regular boiler? Answer. The decision is based on the building's hot water demand, space constraints, and existing heating infrastructure. A combi boiler is ideal for small spaces with moderate hot water needs, while a system boiler works well in larger homes with high demand, and regular boilers are suitable for homes with traditional heating systems. Question number 15. What type of fuel is commonly used in boilers, and how do fuel types affect installation? Answer. Boilers can run on natural gas, oil, propane, or electricity. Each fuel type has specific installation requirements, including venting, piping, and storage. For example, natural gas requires a connection to the gas main, while oil boilers need an on-site storage tank. Question number 16. How would you ensure the proper calibration of a newly installed boiler? Answer. After installation, I ensure that the thermostat and controls are calibrated according to the manufacturer's specifications. I test water pressure, adjust the fuel-to-air ratio, and run the boiler through different operational settings to ensure it meets the heating requirements sufficiently. Question number 17. What are some key maintenance tasks after installing a boiler? Answer. Regular tasks include inspecting and cleaning the heat exchanger, checking gas and water pressure, ensuring vent pipes are clear, testing safety valves, and checking for leaks. Routine checks should also be made on the thermostat, burners, and control systems. Question number 18. How do you test a boiler's safety features after installation? Answer. I test the pressure relief valve, ensure the flame failure device is functional, and check for proper combustion. Carbon monoxide detectors should be tested, and I also ensure the overheat protection system works by simulating an overheating scenario. Question number 19. How would you troubleshoot a boiler that fails to heat water properly after installation? Answer. I would start by checking the thermostat settings, ensuring the water pressure is correct, and confirming the fuel supply is uninterrupted. If necessary, I'd inspect the heat exchanger and check for blockages in the system, including the circulator pump. Question number 20. What documentation is needed after a boiler installation is completed? Answer. After installation, I provide a completion certificate, operating manual, and warranty information. I also maintain a detailed log of the installation process, including pressure tests, safety checks, and any adjustments made. Compliance with local building regulations must also be documented. Question number 21. What is the role of a pressure relief valve in a boiler system, and how do you test it? Answer. The pressure relief valve is a safety component designed to release excess pressure from the boiler to prevent damage or explosions. To test it, I lift the valve's test lever to ensure it opens and closes properly and check for any leaks or signs of wear. Question number 22. What are the key differences between a gas-fired boiler and an oil-fired boiler installation? Answer. A gas-fired boiler requires a direct connection to the gas supply line, while an oil-fired boiler needs an on-site storage tank for fuel. Ventilation and emissions control also differ, with gas boilers generally being more efficient and producing fewer emissions. Question number 23. How do you install a boiler expansion tank, and why is it necessary? Answer. The expansion tank is installed to absorb excess water pressure created by the heating of water in the system. It is typically connected to the cold water line. I ensure it's properly sized and mounted, checking that it's pressurized to balance the system. Question number 24. How do you address water hammer issues in a boiler system during or after installation? Answer. Water hammer can be reduced by checking the system pressure, installing water hammer arresters, and ensuring proper slope and support for pipes. Correctly sized air chambers and minimizing sudden valve closures also help prevent water hammer. Question number 25. What factors would lead you to recommend replacing versus repairing an existing boiler system? Answer. I would recommend replacement if the boiler is older than 15 years, has recurring issues, is no longer energy efficient, or if repairs are becoming too frequent and costly. The availability of more efficient technology also influences the decision to replace.